What's up, everyone? Welcome back for the next race. Alright, so going to be trying out this car for the first time in this game. I had one of these in Gran Turismo Sport, so I'm assuming it's going to be pretty similar. Not expecting too much of a difference. It's a very small little car. 43 freaking horsepower. It's a 1965 Toyota Sports 800, so... yeah, not really going to expect a whole lot out of this car, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Depends on what kind of opponents they put me up against. So, yeah. But either way, should be a fun race. And, yeah. Driving this little fucking car. I swear to God, this is like the smallest fucking car. It's hilarious. But anyway, let's get this fucking show on the road. Ooh, this could be tough. Ooh, that was close. Almost slid right off the fucking track. A little bit off the track again there. I've been cutting some of these turns a little too much. And that time I didn't cut it enough. All right, not bad. Yeah, pretty much exactly what I expected out of this car. Wait, hang on. Got this. Ready? Did my spin finish a little too early, so now we're just going to back across the line. I had like a 24-second lead, so I was like, yeah, whatever. All right. Yeah, that race ended up going very smoothly. Car got the job done. I mean, those little cars, I mean, they do usually handle pretty well. They can be surprisingly loose sometimes, but that one, you know, usually handles pretty well. So, yeah. Phew, man, I gotta say, because yesterday I was working on that playthrough of, you know, my playthrough of a game called Doki Doki Literature Club, and holy shit, that game is fucked up. Like, honestly, I made the decision yesterday to drink alcohol while doing that recording session, and it did help. I will say that. The alcohol did help me get through that session, but holy crap, I went a little bit too overboard. Not gonna lie. Went a little bit too overboard with the alcohol, and it kind of destroyed my stomach a little bit. Like, even today, my stomach still feels off. But at least I learned a valuable lesson called pacing myself, because holy shit. I just drank way too fucking much, not gonna lie. Although it did help me get through that game, because that game has been very mentally exhausting, you know, just because of the nature of that particular kind of game, you know, with it being a horror style, well, basically like a psychological horror game. You know, it takes its toll on the mind. So I was like, fuck it. I'm just going to get slammed with alcohol. I'm just going to, like, slam my own body with alcohol and just say, fuck it. Just power through this shit. And it did help quite a bit. Although I'm not done with that playthrough just yet. There's still more left to be done. But, I mean, the alcohol did help. And I will say this, you know, I do take that shit very seriously. Like, I don't usually fuck around with drugs or any of that shit. Again, I have alcohol occasionally. Like, I'll have, like, one drink occasionally. But typically, I don't fuck around with that shit, you know. But yesterday, I did go a little bit too overboard. But again, like I said, I was in a controlled environment. There was supervision. So, you know, I did it in a safe manner. I just want to make that abundantly clear for any of you guys who watch those videos and may have been concerned. Like, I think I mentioned it while I was doing those videos too, but it was done in a controlled environment, you know, and there was some supervision. You know, I had someone come over and they just kind of hung out actually on the deck with my dogs, just to make sure I wasn't going to do anything stupid, you know, because I do have a bad habit of doing stupid shit. So I was, you know, under supervision. I want to make that clear. They could just brought over like their little Bluetooth speaker, listen to some tunes out on the deck in the front yard. Because my dad's house like has a deck on the front of it, so they just hung out there while I got wasted and played a psychological horror game. So that's how that went. But I'm probably not going to do that again. I want to make it clear. You know, I'm not saying that, you know, from time to time I won't have a drink or two while I'm, you know, recording videos, but I think I had a little bit too much alcohol that time. Because I didn't measure it out very carefully. Like, I was just like, I'm just going to dump a bunch of amaretto in this shit and fuck it. Put some orange, or some Sunny D in there, some sour mix, fuck it. I didn't measure it out as carefully as I should have. And that was entirely my own fault. So I just got, like, completely fucking smashed. Not going to lie. But again, like I said, it was done under supervision. So, again, I want to make that abundantly clear. So, yeah. Because again, like I said, I do take that shit very seriously. But that game was very mentally difficult to deal with. So that's why I used the alcohol to kind of take the edge off. And it helped immensely. Like I said, drugs when used responsibly can actually be a good thing. Like alcohol, if you have just a little bit of alcohol, and honestly I went a little too overboard yesterday, but if you do it right and you have just a little bit of alcohol, it can really help take the edge off, you know? So, you just have to be careful with that shit. You know, you can't fuck around with it too much. But every once in a while, you know, yeah, you'll have a drink occasionally, sure. it's not really a problem. But yeah, no. Yesterday when I was doing Doki Doki Literature Club, I went way too overboard. I can tell you that right now. My stomach is still feeling it. So it's going to be quite a while before I do that again. But I'm still going to be working on Doki Doki Literature Club, but I think I've gotten through the worst of it. That being said, I could be entirely wrong, you never know, but I think I can handle it without the alcohol. I was just using the alcohol to help a little bit. Yeah, which did end up being a good call, I will say, because that did help me get through some of that game. Still. Alright, well, either way, guys, that'll do it for that one. Stay tuned for the next race. Until then, peace out.